High protein diets have become all the rage of late, and for good reason, because a high protein diet supports development of lean muscle tissue, and it also is proven to help in the fat loss process as well. So it's no surprise that a high protein diet is the thing that has been promoted the most in the fitness industry at the moment. But as with anything in the fitness industry, it comes with some myths, some bro science, a bit of bullshit, a bit of bollocks that you have to try and work through to find out actually what is real, what is the truth, and what the hell you should be doing. So over the course of the next 4 videos, I'm going to bust 4 protein myths for you, starting with today, which is the first one about high protein diets being dangerous. Now, the claim is that a high protein diet is dangerous for a couple of different reasons. Number one, because a high protein diet is bad for your kidneys. It's going to put a strain on the process that's going on inside your body, and for your kidneys to process all of that additional protein and get rid of all the unnecessary substances is going to put an unnecessary strain on your body, an unnecessary strain on your organs, especially your kidneys, which is going to lead to kidney issues, kidney disease, and various other different medical problems further down the line. Myth number 2 is that it leads to a bone density issue. And this is because there is a theory that a high protein diet increases the level of acid in the body, and therefore calcium is released by your body to try and counter that and counter those effects of that increased acid. So, are these myths true? Should you be concerned about damage to your kidneys and your internal organs through a high protein diet? And should you be worried about thinning of the bones and bone density issues from the same high protein diet? Let's find out, and let's dig into the truth. So let's tackle the kidney myth first. So, to understand if really there is any truth behind this myth, we just need to have a look at what's going on within the body and with the kidney when it's actually doing its day-to-day function. Now, in reality, your kidney can process somewhere in the region for an adult male 180 litres of blood per day. That's how much it's filtering through the various different processes. Now that is, to put that in a bit of context, that is your body filtering your entire amount of blood inside your body 20 to 25 times per day. Therefore, a little bit of extra protein being thrown into that equation really is kind of a bit of a drop in the ocean in terms of strain that you're putting your kidneys under. So for me, nothing really to worry about on that front. Second of all, there was a study conducted by the University of Connecticut that said that where there are kidney issues already prevalent, then restriction of protein intake does make sense and should be followed. However, it said for the vast majority of healthy individuals, there is no detrimental effect to having a high protein diet. So that's myth 1, busted. Myth number 2, bone density issues. So let's talk about me here for a second, because I have had a bone density issue. When I was cycling, I didn't follow a high protein diet because I was a fairly competitive cyclist. I focused more on carbohydrate and focused more on that type of food to fuel my long distance cycling and my endurance style events. Now, when I actually fell off my bike, I actually broke a hip. Following from that accident and through the various different tests that I had afterwards, I was found to have a bone density issue, i.e. thinning of the bones, osteopenia, in both the spine and the hip. Now, it's various different reasons why that could have been caused, but in terms of the actual recovery process, since then I've been on a high protein diet, I've been going to the gym on a regular basis, and now my bone density has improved by around about 15%, and I'm back in the normal range of what is considered to be healthy bones. So for me, there is a direct experience that a high protein diet actually has the opposite effect in terms of thinning of the bones. Now, I appreciate I am a study of one, so just because it happened to me doesn't mean it's the rule for everybody, and that's not scientific fact. But for me, it shows that there is some truth in it and there is some evidence to support it. Additionally, there was a study done in 2011 that also concluded that there was no direct link between thinning of the bones and bone density issues and a high protein diet, as long as calcium intake remains high. So if you're having a high protein diet, just make sure that you're getting enough calcium. Now, you could get that through having milk, yogurt, all those types of foods. And if you really wanted to, you could also supplement with a calcium supplement just to be on the safe side if you think it's an issue. But if you've got a balanced diet and a high protein diet, you should have no real issues. So that's myth number 2, busted. So in summary, for the vast majority of you out there, a high protein diet is not dangerous. If you have a pre-existing medical condition, you've got kidney disease or some sort of kidney failure or something like that, then absolutely go and see your doctor before you even think about following a high protein diet. But if that's not you, then there really is no cause for concern in terms of following a high protein diet. Make sure you've got a good broad spread of whole foods so you're getting all the essential vitamins and minerals throughout the day. And if you are thinking you're slightly deficient on something, say calcium for example, you can just supplement that if required. But if you've got a balanced diet and a good approach to nutrition, then a high protein diet really isn't dangerous. And that means you should absolutely follow that high protein diet for the maximum amount of lean muscle gain and maximize your fat loss. So in conclusion, high protein diets are not dangerous for the vast majority of people. Busted.